So you did it. You brought home a new puppy. And first off, congratulations. Now the real fun begins. And one of the most important things you're going to do as a pet parent is handle those very first introductions to other dogs. Getting this right isn't just about teaching good manners. It literally shapes who they're going to be for the rest of their life. So let's break down exactly how to nail this, safely and successfully. And I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but the stakes are incredibly high. How you manage these first few meetings will set your puppy on one of two very different paths. As you can see, when it's done right, you get a confident, social, happy dog. But when it's done wrong, well, that can lead to a dog that's fearful and reactive, potentially for years. There's really not a lot of room for error here. So why is this such a big deal? I mean, really? Well, this isn't just about puppy etiquette or being nice. This is actually rooted in some pretty fascinating brain science. There's a very specific and surprisingly short window of time when a puppy's brain is just wired to learn about the social world. Think of it as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And here it is. This is the magic number, the most important time frame in your dog's life, between 3 and 14 weeks of age. This is what's known as the critical socialization period. Their brain is basically a little sponge, just soaking up every bit of social information and hardwiring its response to other dogs. And once that window starts to close, that wiring becomes much, much harder to change. What's so powerful about this is just how simple the formula is during that critical window. Every single positive, calm experience you can give them helps build this amazing foundation of confidence. But, and this is a big but, it only takes one or two really scary run-ins to create a deep, lasting fear. So your one job, really, is to stack the deck with as many positive outcomes as you can. Okay, so if you remember only one single thing from this entire explainer, please let it be this. This is the golden rule. This is what should guide every single decision you make from here on out. And this just says it all, doesn't it? Socialization is not a numbers game. It's not about checking a box and meeting 50 dogs at the park. Nope. It's about carefully engineering just a handful of really positive, high-quality interactions. I'm telling you, one fantastic, calm meeting with a friendly older dog is worth so much more than 10 chaotic, stressful ones. It is always, always quality over quantity. All right, we've got the why, we've got the golden rule. Now it's time to get into the how. Let's build this out into an actual playbook you can use. This is your step-by-step guide to making those positive experiences happen. Here it is, a simple 5-step flow for every single introduction. First, you prepare. That means picking a calm, trustworthy adult dog and a neutral space, not anyone's home turf. Second, observe from a distance. Just let them see each other, smell the air, no rushing. Third, if and only if they both seem cool, you allow a brief, loose lead sniff. And I mean brief. 3 seconds tops. That's it. Fourth, you reward calm behavior. Any sign of calm, you praise your puppy. And fifth, and this is so important, you end on a positive note. End the meeting while it's still good. Always leave them wanting more. During this whole process, your most important job is to be your puppy's advocate. You have to become a detective of their body language. You're looking for those good signs, right? A relaxed, kind of wiggly body, maybe a wagging tail, just general curiosity. But you have to be ready to jump in at the very first warning sign, a stiff body, a low growl, or if they try to hide or get away. The second you see any of those, the interaction is over, immediately, no exceptions. Okay, so we know what to do. But, sometimes knowing what not to do is just as important. So let's run through the most common mistakes people make. These are the things you've got to avoid at all costs to protect that little puppy's confidence. This is number one, and for good reason. Never, ever force your puppy into an interaction if they're scared. Dragging them toward another dog when they're clearly trying to back away, all that teaches them is that other dogs are terrifying, and worse, that you won't protect them when they're scared. And this goes hand in hand with the last point. That stiff posture or that little growl, that's not your puppy being bad. That's communication. Your puppy is literally telling you, hey, I am really uncomfortable here. Ignoring that is a huge mistake. It breaks their trust in you and pretty much guarantees a bigger, worse reaction next time. Remember our golden rule, quality over quantity. You know that feeling when you're at a loud party and it's just overwhelming? That's what it feels like for a puppy when you introduce them to too many dogs at once or let the interactions go on for too long. We're building confidence one brick at a time, not trying to build the whole house in one day. And please, I'm begging you, avoid the dog park when they are this young. Dog parks are totally unpredictable. They're high energy, they can be chaotic. It's like dropping a toddler off at a rave and hoping for the best. Dog parks are for confident, well-adjusted adult dogs, not for fragile first impressions. So let's zoom out for a second and put all these pieces together. This isn't just about surviving the next few weeks. This is about playing the long game. It's about building a happy, confident dog for life. And I love this timeline because it shows you what to expect. Look, those first few meetings, they're probably going to be full of cautious curiosity, and that's totally normal. But after a week or two of consistent, positive meetings, you'll start to see that confidence blossom. It's a gradual process, so you've got to be patient. Trust the process, and it'll pay off with strong, lifelong social skills. And here it is. This is the end game. This is the ultimate goal, well-rounded confidence. As your puppy gets a little older and more comfortable, you should aim for positive experiences with a variety of dogs. Big ones, small ones, fluffy ones, chill ones. This is what teaches your pup that the whole concept of dog, in all its amazing forms, is something to be curious about, not afraid of. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one simple question. Don't worry about everything all at once. Just think, what is the one safe, calm, and positive social experience you can create for your puppy this week? That's it. That's how this whole thing starts. And that is how you build an amazing social dog for life.